Let Sudhanshu Trivedi respond. ISI being called to an airbase in India. Prime Minister Modi going to Lahore. All those japtis with Nawaz Sharif. Everyone makes mistakes. Hindsight is always 2020.
Then Dokla with Chinese premier here in Ahmedabad on the riverfront. Dokla, come on, you have eaten. I can see that pictures. So what is that?
राहुल जो रोहन जी बता रहे हैं वो जैसे नेहरू जी के जमाने की बात पुरानी हो गई, वो कहानी बहुत पुरानी हो गई। आफ्टरवर्ड जो ठुकाई हुई है सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक में और बालाकोट में, विच हैज ऑलरेडी चेंज द Prime Minister of Pakistan Imran Khan on the National Assembly of Pakistan has said कि बालाकोट में जो किया उससे कुछ ज्यादा खौफनाक करने जा रहे हैं। One of the member of parliament, the video footage is available, he is saying on the floor of the National Assembly कि शाह महमूद कुरैशी साहब, then Foreign Minister of Pakistan आए, आर्मी चीफ आए और उनके पांव कांप रहे थे। उन्होंने कहा खुदा का वास्ता है शाम तक अभिनंदन को वापस कर दो वरना इंडिया अटैक कर देगा। I think this type of things would not have been heard in 1971। तो सर वो चीज बहुत पुरानी हो गई। But Pawan Verma ji, I would like to put forth one thing. Nehru ji has done, it's not a mistake, it is a phenomenal blunder. I would like to remind, sir, on 21st or 27th of June, in the month of June, I am confirmed, 1952, complete works of Jawaharlal Nehru published in the same Nehru Memorial. It has mentioned that the then government of India provided the rasad, food, to the army of China, which was there in Tibet, crushing Tibet. And the question was asked in the press conference to Jawaharlal Nehru. He said, we have given some rice, but not that much. And that much was 3,500 tons.
Bravo.
And it was why? Because at that time, there were no roads in Tibet. So, Nehru ji has done this. Okay, no problem. And in 1954, the then ambassador to China, K.M. Panikkar, has written a letter, given a letter to Chinese government mentioning India accepts Tibetan sovereign Chinese sovereignty over Tibet. And then it was asked in the parliament. The MOS explained that this was not taken clearance by the then government of India. Then why government of India has not opposed? And that China made an issue that India accepted the sovereignty of China over Tibet. And today, for younger generation, I would like to ask, sir, the border security force and the level is still having name Indo-Tibetan Border Police. When we got independence, China was not our neighbor. It was Tibet was our neighbor. But it was the sovereignty accepted in 1954, the rasad supply in 1952, then a grand welcome in 1959, relinquishing the permanent seat at the cost of...
Okay, I'm out of time. So I want quick final words. Rohan Gupta has his finger up. Rohan, quick final words, and then I need to wrap up.
See, the issue with Sudhanshu ji is he has to go into past because for present he has nothing to speak. Yesterday, China didn't allow patrolling rights to India. India is talking about disengaging. Then what is it? It is a historical blunder. It's a classic blunder by BJP that they are not admitting that China has taken over territory. Why you are going in history? You talk about present right now. When you were eating Dokla in Ahmedabad, China was entering Dokla.
Still discussion is on Nehru. Nehru is part of history.
China.
Okay, Pawan Verma, final words as I wrap up.
Rahul, I want to say one last sentence. One last sentence, please. One last sentence.
Go on.
May I?
Yeah, of course, please go on.
I just want to say, every leader in any country can be looked at after his term with only focusing on mistakes, or you can also say that Nehru, in my view, is primarily responsible that India after independence was a democracy with universal adult franchise, that he followed the democratic course in spite of early challenges, that he allowed people of all faiths to live in this country and he maintained and he kept unified and kept a country unified by his modern and progressive and liberal and inclusive attitude. As against this, I do not deny that he made mistakes as well. But I have a feeling that we only dwell on the mistakes now.
Okay.
And
so I'm out of time, but Sudhanshu ji has his hand up. So one, okay, everybody can't speak, but Sudhanshu ji, very quickly, 10 seconds, go for it. आप कोई शेर सुना दीजिए आप, जैसे आपने हाथ किया मुझे लगा शेर सुनाने वाले आप.
पवन वर्मा जी. नहीं. One sentence, Pawan Verma ji, the democracy in India was there from Sabha Samiti of Vedic age to Chola Empire to Anubhav Mandapam of Vasavanna to the Vaishali ka Ganarajya. तो यू
अरे सर, वो सब तो था 47 के बाद क्या हुआ?
हम कोई आज के नहीं थे. We were and one more sentence, sir. That's
मुझे
why
मत
after
सिखाइए, मैंने तो
47
बहुत
and
लिखा
you know
उसके
one
ऊपर.
sentence you are talking about share. I would like to put forth. अरे सुनिए sir, I would like to put forward one shlok because you are very good in Sanskrit also. This is the country for which it is said, गायन्ति देवाः किल गीत कानी धन्यास्तुते भारत भूमि भागा स्वर्गा पवर्गास्पद भाग हेतो भवन्ति भूया पुरुषा सुरत्वात्. It means this grand land India is being revered by the devatas. Because even after remaining devata, they want to take birth here as human because emancipation and moksha emanates from here, sir, this land. And you are giving a credit to only Nehru ji for the democracy to sustain.
Pawan Verma, I can come back to you only if you have a share. I can't come back to you otherwise. Frankly, I've almost flunked my Sanskrit exam, so I'm not even going to go down that road. But if you have a share and you can respond with some poetry, go for it.
You see, this kind of questioning is like this couplet. हर एक बात पे कहते हो तुम कि तू क्या है. अरे तुम ही कहो कि ये अंदाज़े गुफ्तगू क्या है. After all, there must be a balance to any debate. You cannot dwell only on one side of any debate.
बहुत खूब. Harsh, you have your hand up, but now it's got very poetic on the news track. अगर आप शेर सुना सकते हैं तो बताइए, वरना आपका चांस गया. Harsh, let's see what Harsh can throw out.
शेर, एक ही शेर. सुनिए, पवन वर्मा जी, ये शेर.
No, one second, Sudhanshu ji, 1 second. Harsh को मौका देते हैं. 1 second. Sudhanshu ji, 1 second. I'm coming back to you. Harsh.
Okay.
No, I literally had one sentence that Nehru ji, unlike modern day Nehruvians, at least believed that there was an India before 1947. That's all I'll say.
Okay, he passed on the opportunity for the share. He said, I don't want to go down Sudhanshu ji's road or Pawan Verma. Rohan bhai, अगर शेर है तो सुनाओ, मेरा टाइम खत्म हो गया है.
10 seconds.
अच्छा, okay.
सुधांशु जी इतनी तो नहीं आती शायरी पर इतना कि हम है तो हम क्या हम है, तुम ही तुम हो तो क्या तुम हो. सो सुधांशु जी, देश सबने मिला के बनाया है और आपकी जो नफरत है नेहरू जी के लिए, आपने एक नाम क्यों बदला, आपने आधे घंटे में देश को बता दिया कि आपकी नीयत में खोट थी. इतनी नफरत होगी तो आपका डिसीजन जायज है. द कंट्री इज नाउ नोज व्हाई द नेम इज चेंज. सो थैंक्स फॉर इट.
सुधांशु जी, इरशाद.
Just one. I am just quoting the share which was written by Akbar Allahabadi for Motilal Nehru because he was having agitation against the government in the day and having dinner with the British officers in the night. कौम के गम में खाते हैं डिनर हुक्काम के साथ, रंज लीडर को है बहुत मगर आराम के साथ.
क्या बात.
This was the level of fight which you were having with the Britishers at the time.
That is, I really enjoyed this.
I don't want to quote a couplet. I just want to say that this particular couplet proves my entire point of the bias against Nehru.
Okay, we've had a fascinating debate. We've had some share.
Sir, it was by Akbar Allahabadi, not by BJP. Sir, Pawan Verma ji, it was by Akbar Allahabadi in 1920s, not by BJP in 2020.
आपका कोट करना कि नेहरू जी ने 30 साल आजादी के लिए अपनी जिंदगी को कुर्बान कर दिया, 15 साल जेल में रहे और आज आप शेर अकबर इलाहाबादी को सुना रहे हैं
अहमदनगर फोर्ट में रहते थे जेल में, जिसमें असिस्टेंट भी था. सर, असिस्टेंट भी था, कुक भी था, गार्डनर भी था और बुक्स लिख रहे थे. सर, बहुत जलवे से जलवे में थे.
सावरकर को थोड़ा रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं पवन जी, लोग सावरकर को थोड़ा रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं आपके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू के हिसाब से. तो प्लीज आप भी थोड़ा बैलेंस रहिए.
नहीं, मैं खुद सावरकर को रिस्पेक्ट करता हूं, एक्सेप्ट फॉर हिज पोलेमिक ऑन हिंदू राष्ट्र. आई हैव डिफेंडेड सावरकर फॉर अ रेवोल्यूशनरी फ्रीडम फाइटर एंड अ पेट्रियट. रीड माय बुक, The Great Hindu Civilization.
So don't accuse me.
Rahul, can I quote one sentence?
That is the core of Savarkar, Hindu
Okay.
Rashtra.
Very quickly, so it's very interesting. So I don't want to end this, but I'm also out of time. So go for it. But अब सिर्फ poetry हो सकती है.
पवन नहीं पोएट्री नहीं, फैक्ट है, क्योंकि पवन वर्मा जी ने हिंदू राष्ट्र की बात की. जवाहरलाल नेहरू इन हिज बुक Glimpses of the World History, while referring Hinduism, he had said he has no problem in the Hindu nationalism. Was said by Vivekanand, but in 1938-39 he changed. I am again saying, all the readers, go and check in glimpses of the world history. Nehru has written he has no problem with the Hindu nationalism. But in order to compromise the politics with Muslim League, he changed his stand in the late 30s.
But there is no problem in Hindu nationalism. Why would Nehru not say it? He was against a Hindu Rashtra.
We've had a fascinating historical
Sir,
debate.
Hindu nationalism English में लिखा है.
और मैं तो आखिरी शेर, I can quote an आखिरी शेर.
Okay. आखिरी शेर.
मैं एक आखिरी शेर करके मैं भी चलता हूँ.
Okay.
कि अब पंडित जी चले गए. और जैसे ज़ौक़ ने कहा था, जाते हवाए शौक से हैं इस चमन से ज़ौक़. जाते हवाए शौक से हैं इस चमन से ज़ौक़. अपनी बला से बाद सबा फिर कभी चले. जो उनको करना था उन्होंने कर दिया. उनको उनकी लेगेसी को तार तार करना अब आपके लिए बाकी है.
ओके, सुधांशु जी.
वन मोर लास्ट कहने से जनाब, जिन लोगों के ब्रिटिशर से सबसे अच्छे संबंध थे और आज भी नेट पे फोटो अवेलेबल हैं कि वॉइसरॉय के साथ शिमला में छुट्टियां मनाते थे, उन्हें सारा क्रेडिट मिला. तो एक शेर है कि नौरंगिये सियासते दौरा तो देखिए, नौरंगिये सियासते दौरा तो देखिए, कि मंजिल मिली उन्हीं को जो शरीके सफर में थे.
क्या बहुत खूब. I don't want to say बहुत खूब to any one of the shares lest I be accused of taking a side, but as far as the show is concerned, बहुत खूब. We've had some insights into history, we've had lots of poetry, sher o shairi, and I am deeply thankful to our guests for raising the standard of this debate. As far as the legacy of Prime Minister Nehru is concerned, whether that's being denigrated or not, that's a political question. I leave it to our viewers to decide.